Originally, I didn't want to do another Rocky Raccoon video because it would be redundant at this point. I already covered him so many times I would feel like it would just be repeating myself over and over again. Rocky Raccoon did a lot of weird stuff now and before. He said a lot of ableist things. He attacked smaller channels, for example, Judge when she was 16 years old. He even went after me before I had a big audience trying to defend himself from criticism. I was honestly baffled that he would even care about my video because I was a relatively small channel and unknown during this time and probably still now, but still though. When I was first talking about him, I just talked about his content being weird that he claims that his content is for adults, when it's clearly aimed towards a younger audience because of how it looks and just the fact that no sane adult would watch this, at least for not criticism. Besides his weird content, I had no idea what other things he has done from before. I dug some scraps of information I could find on him using Rexana Raccoon's Twitter page for evidence and information about this deranged person. Even though I made a final video about him, I'm pretty sure like a month ago or so, I felt somewhat completed my job on uncovering him. Until Maya posted more. What does that saying goes again? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I would consider Maya a good friend of mine, even though I don't usually like to put myself in front of people and call them my friend because I am a very strange individual, but sometimes I have to help others regardless if they're not my friend or not. And this day, I'm gonna help Maya out, and hopefully I can help others too who are negatively affected by any kind of person, whether it be Rocky Raccoon or anyone else. I'm willing to help, but that being said, let's continue. I wasn't shocked that he did a lot of more bad things going further, considering Maya, one of the most legitimate moderators of the server, left. What makes this even worse is that Rocky sounds like a legit dictator. He posted if you're not loyal to him, then you would most likely be removed from his DMs or server. He would consider you a quote-unquote traitor because you didn't pray enough for him. I understand that haters can be annoying, however, there are those who are legitimately have concerns about your channel and want to give you advice of the product that you're giving to your viewers, and this is how you treat them? Saying you want to have this anti-Rocky Raccoon group removed from your brand is just more likely to spread more to a lot of more people. No matter how much you just try to hide it, people will find a way, Rocky, to dig their knives into your stupid content. Rocky even states his content is to be more family friendly and for funs and giggles. It's possible to achieve this, but with Rocky's style of content, I highly doubt that. It's more like fetishy content, more NSFW characters and actions, and if he uploaded Newgrounds, I guarantee you he would be a little bit less criticized because YouTube is a very big place where a lot of kids would rather watch than, let's say, cable, because without YouTube, they can't like skip through like videos and go through multiple videos at once in YouTube Shorts, and Rocky Raccoon sure does love to use YouTube Shorts. So although I still believe even if he did post it somewhere more secure and lesser known, I guarantee you he still wouldn't be free from criticism still. As I explained, Rocky Raccoon is an adulterated fetish. However, what comes with that is cub porn. Rocky Raccoon has been caught by several users of him using characters that are actually children, but his argument is either he aged them up or they're simply drawings. Those defenses do not work since those characters are remembered as minors. Unless there's an official media showcasing them as adults and you use said adult age, it would be less hated. Take, for example, Misty from Pokemon. You could age her up to be 20, but there's no official Pokemon media showing her in her 20s, and therefore, NSFW artwork on her cannot be applied to this. Even though it's not real-life sexualization of a child, just because they're not real does not mean it's still not weird. Rocky did show some sexual action with a minor character, or at least the depiction of a minor character. Jack O pose is a very suggestive position that puts someone in a pose where the butt is up, and Rocky used a robot girl from Squid Game. The robot is obviously a child, both in looks and sound. Rocky tried to dismiss the backlash by saying this video is troll satire, so Rocky Raccoon apparently thinks that it's funny to post suggestive content with kid characters. Okay, moving on. Rocky lies about his claim that he recently didn't know the Squid Game girl was a child, but it's a lie since he aged up the character, meaning he already knew the kid was a minor. Moving on, he apparently drew figures that are notorious online, groomers, racists, other bad stuff, you name it. Rocky has drawn infamous people. Take, for example, Foxy Boxy, a person who is confirmed to be a groomer. Oh, well, maybe Rocky Raccoon didn't know any drama about them. Well, if you know someone on the internet, I'm pretty sure you could see different nouns and other things about that person. If Rocky Raccoon took a second to search someone's name and it saw rant or drama, then you can tell something is up with that person. Not only is he projecting weird people and activities in his videos, but when looking at some of his thumbnails, it has suggestive tones. When I saw the turning red characters, it broke me because she's literally a kid, because you can see in the movie, and you can already see for yourself, that she goes to an elementary to middle school and she's obviously a minor, and he sexualized that. What the heck? What's weirder is that he drawn characters that are for little kids, such as MLP, but has also NSFW characters, such as Meru. Kids who are going to see this are going to be curious to search these characters up, and could you imagine a 6-year-old boy seeing this and being like, wow, I wonder who that red demon girl is, and just seeing the original material? That would be horrifying. He also tried to scare a minor by saying he will sue them for defamation of his characters, even though if he did go to court with the same age as him, he definitely wouldn't win because he's already notorious and he has done a lot of things that wouldn't win his case, so he probably would lose. There's some racial stereotyping of Mexican people, and Rocky getting mad at someone that he even called them a Hispanic bitch, which take this with a grain of salt because there's no screenshot of it, but there's simply rumors of people saying that he did say that. Now, this is the part where it gets frustrating. Rocky likes to use the defense of, oh, I'm from a third world country, so if I do this said X action, then it wouldn't be offensive because my culture doesn't deem it offensive. Even though you're from a third world country, you clearly understand English and a lot of Western media, so taking that into account, you should understand there's a lot of offensive things that Westerners seem offensive. But let's say you do not understand English, or you do not live in a Western side of the world. You still market yourself to a Western media though, thus you should understand the consequences of certain offensive terms that should come from the West. It's like me, if I market towards an Asian audience and I say ching chong, of course it would be offensive regardless from where I'm from. Another thing he did is letting neo-Nazi supporters. I could understand there's bad people intentionally getting into servers, but come on, do you think Rocket would really care since he let creeps who post cub? Moving forward, he also sexualized a real person, that being Dream. Now, if you do sexualize a fictional character, such as Master Chief, which he has a nice body, it wouldn't be much of a problem. But if you sexualize a real person, such as Jane in animation, it would be really weird. Unless they allow it, I guess it would be fine, but if not, then it's just very weird and distasteful. Rocky got mad when he made a voting poll about which franchise he should make an animation on. Majority of the votes went to Rainbow Friends. However, Rocky was probably anticipating for a Spooky Month since it's gotten a lot of praise. But it's up for debate if Spooky Month's fandom rigged the votes to ensure that Rocky doesn't ruin their image by making weird animations. Even if it's true, it would be very understandable by them. He even has the audacity to say Sir Pilo would sue him, which, let's be real, who cares if Rocky gets sued? Because you're a weird animator online and you say you have a totally original character, but it's just a redesign and an OC of Bob. He tried backing up and saying that Robbie wasn't an OC but a parody of Bob, but here's the thing. When you make a character and maybe base it off from a franchise, it qualifies as original character. For example, if I made an Easter Bunny based on Bonnie from FNAF, it qualifies as OC, not parody. Rocky made an OC based off of Bob, and it would be considered a parody if he made it as, let's say, comedic or mockery of Bob. But he doesn't do that. He just makes a character named Robbie that looks and is pretty similar to Bob and has a backstory that's different from Bob. So it would qualify as an original character, not parody. This community post that I screenshot was a little hard to decipher, but make of that of what you will. I'll let you guys take a pause, see for yourself. And finally, in the Maya Glaze video, the community post shows that Rocky is an awful person. He refuses to apologize, but when he does apologize, he would delete the apology and basically take it back, because he is a bitter critter. You twitching hooligan, I had to put some senses into your big-headed wanker. Now for this part, I'll be reacting to Maya's video when she herself confronted Rocky head-on. If you wish to hear just Maya, I'll leave the video in the description down below. However, I'll be covering this video with my input as well as to spread awareness of Rocky's degeneracy. Let's continue. Before we start this video, I just want to start off with Rocky being a complete donkey that he is by saying, "Oh, yippee, then say something about it, DM me." And then Maya said, "We pinged you, we already told you this multiple times." And then Rocky said, I didn't know, I didn't reach out to the mod chat. It's my fault. Are you happy now?" Of course it's your fault, and no, we're not happy about this. You should leave the internet and delete your channel. But no, you want money, so yeah.
I don't know when I accidentally blocked Rocky Raccoon, but apparently I unblocked him, but yeah. My God. Now let's see. Oh wait, no, what's it called? Sorry, I don't remember. Not Squid Game, but whatever the other thing is. Alright. Again, won't take accountability. accidentally turned off my recording.
You can't talk bad about someone and then get away with it with using the minor card? Bro, Rocky, you are a bad person. You showed a lot of kids a lot of fetishy sexualized things, and even if you're not a direct groomer, you're still indirectly grooming children by showing them this weird stuff. And Maya has every right to talk bad about you because you are a bad person. If you donated to charity or anything, it doesn't excuse your actions from before, Rocky. What would have you done if you were me? And then Maya says, you're so ableist, I'm not mentally ill. And Rocky says, I'm not. You claim you did have ADHD. Okay, she does have some form of ADHD and other association with some sort of mental disorder, but that does not mean her evidence provided to us is not valid. And those screenshots were completely valid, and she's shown to us, even if she did have a severe case of ADHD or some other mental illness, it doesn't distinguish the fact that those screenshots of you, Rocky, are still there.
Bro! Does he not know what mentally ill is?
That does not mean I am mentally ill, and Rocky, being the bastard that is, says it has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Bro, you're the one that's mentally ill in this situation. Moving forward, Maya said, you're sick in the head for... Okay, I can't say that. Off to cartoon children, and then Rocky says, where? What cartoon? Proof? And then Maya said, MLP Spike, he's clearly a young child. And if you look at my previous video, which I'll also link in my description, he has that in his NSFW alt account.
He knows I hate people like him. They said he aged up, but Spike was clearly not aged up. I don't know who that pony person is.
Yeah, it's the body of an adult. Well, here's the thing. I only looked at the censored one. I'm not going to look at the uncensored one, but Spike's supposed to have a chiseled jaw and a big body, and clearly Spike does not have that, and he is utilizing the child Spike. Now, if he's not into cub stuff, then why is he picking characters that have a child and an adult character? Like, why not just use an actual adult? Like, there's so many characters out there you could have choose, and you chose Spike? What the heck? Sure, you can't control everyone's actions, Rocky, but you are the owner of the server. You should take accountability and responsibilities of what others post and do in the server. And instead of removing them or saying that, hey, we don't do that in the server, no, you defend them, Rocky. You defended them that they're allowed to be in the server and they're allowed to post those stuff. So that's why people hate you, Rocky. Maya says, now you're calling me mentally ill? And then Rocky says, if you were the one that was being discussed in a bad manner, would you be upset? And understandably, a lot of people would be a little disappointed or upset if they were discussed in a horrible manner. But here's the thing though, Maya is a good person, and if she did something bad, like maybe she said some bad words about something, like offensive terms or anything, I know she will apologize for it. But you, Rocky, you wouldn't do that because you want to keep your brand family friendly and totally not NSFW, and you want to pocket all those monies that the kids keep watching. So I don't think you have the right to say that, Rocky, because you are a horrible person and you do not apologize and you do not delete your channel, so you don't really care what people say because you only care about your ego and your brand. Nothing else. Nobody cares.
Being discussed in a bad manner. Wouldn't you be upset? He's trying to feign ignorance. I don't... He only says this now, fucking... He knows that I'm just in constant physical pain.
And everyone in the community is tired of it. I am not ableist. You are, Rocky. You made fun of her mental disorders, and you think that she's mentally ill and insufficient enough to bring the evidence that we can clearly decipher from that you are ableist and you've done some weird things. And you also made fun of her chest area, which is a problem for many women, I'm assuming, because it can be a problem since it can be a little heavy. I don't know, but apparently it is to her. So that's her problem, and you're making fun of it.
He doesn't even know the first thing about either of those illnesses. God. I'm sorry. The audacity of him.
Okay, both DID and ADHD are both mental disorders, but here's the thing, Rocky. You called Maya mentally ill. That means that she's cognitively unable and is challenged by doing some standards like thinking, behavioral, and other things that goes with mental and cognitive functions. But clearly she's not that very challenged, and she does have some IQ, unlike you, Rocky, and you are being ableist to her, so you are really being a real bad person. Can you believe that, Rocky? I bet you can't, because you're so egotistical about yourself.
know what mental illness is? Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I am focused on this message. I just want to go back here. He literally multiple times talks about saying how I'm mentally ill. She's also mentally ill. We can't really do much since she's mentally ill. I didn't even know she was mentally ill. Unfortunately, she's mentally ill, so there's not much more we can do about it. Well, we don't really know if she is really mentally ill, but she does act like it. She is mentally ill, so I can't blame her if she couldn't control it. I'm not mentally ill. Sure, I have dissociation, ADHD, and autism, but at the end of the day, I'm a well-rounded person who knows right from wrong. Just because I have these disabilities doesn't classify me as mentally ill. The dissociation was just a thing to protect myself when I was younger due to past things. It's a protection mechanism. In ADHD, I have both hyperactive and inactive. It just means that I can either be hyper happy and stuff, or I can just stay in my little room in my corner just saying, hey, don't want to interact with people today. And autism, pretty sure everybody knows about autism. I just have little quirks and stuff, but still doesn't make me mentally ill. My God.
You are the reason why multiple channels are talking crap about me. Why are you still not satisfied? Well, Rocky, I'm not satisfied either because your channel should be dead right now. It should be buried in the fiery depths of hell, and YouTube platform should reap the channel of your soul because you do not deserve this channel. You do not deserve this many subs. In all honesty, you deserve to not have this job. You should get a real job because the job you have right now is disgusting, and you disgust me, Rocky.
My God, he doesn't get it. Doesn't matter how many times you deny. You said what you said.
You are totally not ableist and you have disabled relatives? Okay, here's the thing. People have different cases of severity of mental disorders or physical things that they are not capable of doing. For example, I have social anxiety disorder, and someone might have extreme mental disorder, maybe like, I don't know, extreme autism, and I have social anxiety. That does not mean I'm mentally ill as much as the person that has extreme autism. And just because someone has a disorder, a mental disorder, does not mean they're mentally ill. It only matters about the severity of it.
Oh, just because you know people who have different disabilities, it means that you know everything about them? See, just nope. I would like to remind you guys, Rocky Raccoon is 24 years old. Think about that. 24 years old.
You don't know me or them. Stop projecting. I'm done talking to you. Oh my goodness. I hate Rocky right now, not because of just his weird content, but also because of what he just is, his personality. Everything about him is what I call garbage because he's a raccoon, and there can be good raccoons out there, such as Ramley the raccoon, but Rocky Raccoon is not a Ramley. Rocky is what we call trash because he is scavenging for trash. He lives in trash, he is trash, everything about him is trash. And what he is saying is trash. No matter what he does, he will always be remembered as the dumpster fire.
No reconcile.
Okay, if Maya taps out, which I really hope she does not tap out, please stay in the fight, Maya. You can win this. I will be there in the corner getting my shorts up, my boxing gloves to start this fight on because I'm not letting you win, Rocky. No matter how many times you try to get away with this, I will be there to fight. Sorry that I'm being genuinely nice to you while you're projecting your trauma BS on me. Have a good day. Oh my goodness, how condescending of you, Rocky. Why am I not surprised that you are still a bad person after all these years and months? You are a dimwit, you are a loser, and you are a dumb Huh. Sorry that I live rent free in your head? Well, by the time my video and many other videos are gonna be in your head, Rocky, we're gonna be living rent free because no matter how much you try to escape, you cannot escape the cycle, Rocky. There will be consequences in the end of the day, and by that time that you're all caught up, we're gonna end your channel and we're gonna end everything that is known about you. And your channel and other accounts that you have in social media will be done and you will have to get a real job. That is, if you can even get one.
Sorry if I'm not talking much in this video. This is a live recording, as you guys can see. This is just live chat with Rocky. No, I'm not gonna fall for this. I'm not gonna fall for this. Oh god, no. Fucking hell. Remember, guys, I've known him since I was 17, and I did not know about all the drama around him. I knew he made, a few mistakes with the Squid Game doll and stuff when I was 17. I thought that it was just him being stupid, and I told him to take it down. But remember, I've known Rocky for 4 years. Last time I was in his server, we established a good friendship. I loved his server. So many kind people in there that agreed with me that the creeps had to leave his server. Remember, all the admins agreed with me. We did not want to be around creeps. This, fucking hell. I hate it because it kind of hurts and it shouldn't. But still, we did have a friendship, and that still hurt. But still, at the end of the day, Rocky turned out to be a creep that liked cub stuff and everything. So if you guys want to check out that evidence and stuff, it's all on my YouTube. I've recently made a playlist where you can check that out. Yeah, I hope that you guys like this video of me live DMing him. Bye everyone, my Glaze out.
And with that being said, this is the end of this video. It's quite a long one, I must say, and maybe due to partially because of Maya's video and also the research I done, but also because I really hate Rocky and that I hope he gets more exposure of his bad things, and hopefully, just hopefully, a lot of people will report him or unsubscribe to him because he is an awful person, and I don't believe that he should have any platform anywhere on the internet. Before I leave, I just want to say a few things. Thanks to Maya, which, are you happy now? Because I actually said Maya instead of Mia. I keep confusing everyone's names. I always pronounce things wrong, but hopefully, Maya, that you're not angry when I say Mia, because I just confuse names and blah blah blah. And also, originally, I was gonna make a Timothy video doing some documentation of what he really meant and what he really did. Now, it's not to justify his actions or anything, but to document why he did some actions and the context behind it, because I didn't really get much context besides he like called everyone in the group chat. But he did do a live stream about it, and I like interrogate and talk to him about it. But unfortunately, I didn't have a screen recording during this time, and also that he used a website, so it's not on his YouTube channel. So unfortunately, it's lost media. But take my word on it that there was a live stream where I kind of interviewed him. But with that being said, this is the end of this video, and Rocky Raccoon, you are a bad person, and hopefully everyone else would be happy if you just simply left the internet. But with that being said, this is the end of this video. Hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.